Yo, what's going on? What's going on, Facebook and YouTube world? Give me 1 second. We are setting up the other devices. Getting the other devices set up so we can go live from all of our platforms. Give me 1 second, beautiful people. What's happening? What's happening? Happy, thankful, thriving, and therapeutic Thursday. Happy, thankful, thriving, and therapeutic Thursday. What is happening? What is the deal? How you guys feeling? Uh, What's going on, good people? Hold on. Let's bring this down. Boom, like that. Put this one here, like so, like that. Boom, enough space. What is happening? What's the deal? Come on in. Come on into the live. We are going Instagram here and TikTok here. We are Facebook and YouTube here. I am pulling it up. Give me 1 second, guys. What is happening? What's good? What's going on, good people? Boom, 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 boom. We are live there, and we are going live here now. Boom, back. What's going on? What's going on? We are. Got a little bump. Yo, what's the deal? What's the deal? What's the deal, everybody in social world? This is your boy, your host, LaShawn Sugar Ray Marston. You are here tuned into SR Daily, episode 302. Episode 302 here on SR Daily. What's going on? What's going on? Instagram world. We are Facebook, we are YouTube, we are Instagram, and we are TikTok Live. One thing I mentioned to you guys a long time ago, I don't know if you guys who are tuned in now were tuned in then, but one of the beauties of doing this thing from your crib is that you ain't always got to get dressed. All right, you ain't always got to get dressed. You ain't always got to be like on. Although that is the goal, that is the objective. This is work. This is process. This is career. This is all of that stuff. But sometimes life happens, man. Life happens, and you just put it together. All right. And so today we put it together. We got the do-rag, we got the kimono, right? We got the tank top on, man. We just put it together for this day because we're gonna talk about that later. Good foundation. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, family? What's going on? Peace and love. Come on in. Share this live with 5 to 10 people who may be interested in tuning in. KJ, what's going on, brother? What's going on, young fella? I hope that you are feeling good. Hope that you're doing well this morning. I will start sharing your photos. So talking to KJ, he's tuned in on Instagram. He's the young brother, the photographer. He documented. He got to meet early, 6 a.m. the other day, man, to come out to New Jersey to cover the 300th episode of this show. Right, took some incredible photos. We got some video footage on the way going. Video footage there. Super excited to share it with you guys. I'm going to start sharing it out today. We still got some clips that we're going to post from the interviews with the guests and things like that. We had some incredible interviews, some incredible guests. Harold Reed Jr., Priceless, Tomik, brother Frank Brown. Those brothers are doing incredible work, phenomenal things. Super grateful that they were all able to get to New Jersey. Those who are in Jersey, those who are in Jersey were able to get things situated with their children, with their families, just so that they could be part of the show. It was absolutely an incredible thing. Give me 1 second. I don't know why this thing keeps changing. Show headline. Yes, show my headline. But we are going to get into the show, guys. I am, once again, your boy, LaShawn Sugar Ray Marston. You are tuned into SR Daily, episode 302. SR Daily is where personality meets enlightenment. We got one more day left in this 61st week since doing the show. I'm super excited to keep it pushing. Again, right? Next big milestone is 400. It's 98 episodes away. But you guys are here for the journey. You guys will watch every episode when I call out the number. Somebody say, Sugar Ray, you ain't do 300 episodes. Okay. Like, I'm not here to argue, right? I've been doing it every day, Monday through Friday since 2013, December. I'm not here to argue. I'm not here to argue with folks at all, right? I'm not here to argue. I'm not here to go back and forth. I'm not here to convince you that I've been doing this stuff. Those who know, all right? And if you know, you know. You've seen me doing this every single day, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. So, yeah, we episode 302 now, baby. 300 is done, right? But let us get into it. Thursday, February 13th, 2024. We're going to start our first segment today with a word of the day. And today's word is a very simple, yet very powerful word. Very simple. 4 letters. 4-letter word, but it's very powerful. And today's word of the day is, like a game show, right? Today's word of the day is rest. The word for today is rest. Rest is defined as to cease work or movement in order, this is important, guys, in order, to relax, refresh, or recover strength. Rest is defined as to cease work or movement in order to relax, refresh oneself, or recover strength. So now when you work out, you were taught to rest, right? When you play sports, you were taught to rest, right? When you do anything physically strenuous, you were taught and encouraged to take a rest period, right? Rest, let your muscles develop, let your body settle, right? All of the things that you were taught. I played sports, we were taught this. I did this, we were taught that, right? Like physically, we are always encouraging physical rest. Extremely important, absolutely essential. You got to rest. Give me 1 second. Let me close this window. You got some construction going on outside. Always got construction going on outside in New York City. Always construction. Too much construction, if you ask me. All right, always fixing something, building something, doing something. But rest. Many of us, many people. I hope that sound is not bothering you guys out there. I apologize. I hear it clear as day, and they like right there, always doing something right outside. The guy next door always wants something done. Like it's insane. But rest, right? Rest. We are taught, we are conditioned to rest physically, necessary. But what about when you go through a divorce? What about when you lose a loved one? What about when your living situation changes? What about when your financial situation changes? What about when you have a child, right? What about that? What about those things? What about those things that take a mental toll or have a mental impact, an emotional impact? Why are we not taught to take emotional rest? Why are we not taught to take a mental rest? We'll take a physical break, right? We won't go to work, we won't go to school, but you're still thinking about things. You're still watching TV. You're still mentally, emotionally engaging. How do we emotionally rest? How do we mentally rest? What do we do? What can we do mentally and emotionally that promotes rest? Number one, first, let's understand that we need it. Like, you don't just need physical rest. You are not just a physical being. You are an energetic being. You are an emotional being. You are an intellectual being. So you need to rest your mind, your spirit. You need to rest your heart, right? You need to rest your heart. Your heart has been through a lot. It's been through a lot of feelings, a lot of ups, a lot of downs, a lot of breaks. Your mind has been through a lot. It's thought this, it's thought that. It's been shifted. It's been co-opted. It's been conditioned. It's been bombarded with imagery, with sounds, with stimuli that you did not ask for, right? Rest is important. And rest is different than sleep. Understand that you can sleep. I'm sure every adult here has slept 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hours even, and still woke up tired. Because 2 things. Number 1, your spirit and your mind, your heart is not at rest. And 2, diet, stomach not at rest, right? So that takes me to something I want to talk about. We're going to talk about it later. I want to bring it up. Like right now, I slept. I went to sleep earlier than I have been going to sleep lately. But I'm not like, I feel good now, better than I did when I first woke up. When I first woke up, I felt sluggish. I felt like I was dragging. I felt heavier. Why? Because last night I ate freaking ice cream and cake too late, right? I ate it too late and I ate too much of it. Discipline, challenge, right? I think I should write an article on the difference between having discipline and being disciplined. Like I have discipline. I have a lot of discipline in a lot of areas, right? But when it comes to food, not as much as I would like to, right? I'm disciplined in terms of like I can stop eating. Certain things I'm not eating, like it doesn't even matter, right? They asked me a question yesterday. They said, right, doing the interview with the young people, they said, what is there any food that you miss from when you weren't vegan? I was like, when he was formulating the question, I was like, it already sounds crazy, right? But no, I don't miss anything, right? There's no desire to go back to anything I used to eat, right? That wasn't good. Like, because everything could be made vegan. Pancakes, vegan. Mac and cheese, vegan. Like I told him yesterday, I want the crispy, right? Like I grew up eating fried chicken, right? In the hood, I'm black, right? I want that crispiness, crispy. What do? We fry mushrooms. We fry mushrooms. There's a bunch of different things you can do, man, right? Some cauliflower, right? So yes, different, but that's the goal. Different, right? So no, I don't miss anything that I used to eat, right? But let us move right along to our second segment of the day. Today's second segment, Need to Know News of the Day. Need to Know News today is Thursday. We call it Thankful, Thriving, and Therapeutic Thursday. Thankful, grateful, right? Thriving and Therapeutic. Thriving, we do food distribution in my neighborhood every Thursday, partnership with Connected Chef. Thanks to them. We broke it down a little bit for the winter. Normally, spring, summer, fall, we do farm stand, and all of that stuff, right? We have hot cooked food, but for the winter, we're just doing grocery boxes for folks. We have people in the neighborhood who signed up to a list. We don't have an unlimited amount of food, not yet, unfortunately, right? We're not there, right? Food is paid for, food is bought, food is not donated. We purchase fruits and vegetables from local farms, local BIPOC farms, Black, Indigenous, people of color. So Mexican farms, Black farms, women-owned farms, right? We purchase from here in New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Pennsylvania, and we distribute grocery boxes. Folks can also sign up to the Lifeline Grocery Box Program. It is a sliding scale grocery program where, like a CSA, you pay this week and you get your groceries next week. You don't know every week what you're going to get in it, but you do get an ingredient list. You do get a list of what will be in it. Like I think the day before, Tuesday, Wednesday, the list goes up, what's going to be in the box, what you can expect. And then that's when you know, right? You know, once we know what we're buying, once we know what's available, then you'll know, right? But that is today. It used to be 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. But we are going to, well, we have changed the time because we were doing it that time. We were doing it outside, right? As winter time comes around, it gets cold. We say, okay, we need to talk to the Reese, the community center in Queensbridge, where we normally do it outside of, like right in front. We said we need to do it inside. It's cold outside. They said, okay, we can do it inside, but we can't do it at that time, right? Because they have the young people and things like that. So I said, okay, let's do it earlier. So now we do the food distribution 12 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. We are distributing 35 boxes for 35 families. If by 1 p.m., families that are on the list that were texted, right, to come get their boxes, they do not show up by 1 p.m., their boxes are given to those who are there, those who wait online, those who are walking by. If there's nobody online, there's nobody hanging around, right? But by now, people hanging around, people know, right, that, okay, there's always going to be between 8 to 12 people who don't get their box. It's always going to be between, I don't think we've ever had less than 8 people that were on the list that didn't get their box. So those 8 boxes go to families, go to individuals who are there, right? First come, first serve. So if there's 12 people there hanging around waiting, you only got 8 boxes that go to the first 8 that lined up. All right, so super dope, super great. We do have intentions on opening up the wait list. We have like a 200 person wait list throughout Queens. Right, a few of those 200 people are in Queensbridge. So we do have plans and intentions in the next few weeks and months, right? Next few weeks, I think by the end of March, we said April. But next month or so, we intend to open up the wait list. We want to take, a bunch of families off the wait list. We're going to add more boxes, right? Thanks to just how things work, thanks to our funding, thanks to freaking major donation from somebody who nobody on the team knows who the money came from. You go to the people who, the institution that did the transaction, they can't tell you because they said the person doesn't want to, the person wants to be, wants to remain anonymous, but like got a huge donation, like 5-figure donation. We don't know who it was, right? Big 5 figures too, not low 5 figures, cool 5 figures. All right. So that's gonna help us open up our waiting list. That's gonna help us provide more food to families. And that's all it's about, right? It's making sure that people have their essential needs met, specifically and more especially people who have historically been forgotten. People who have historically experienced food apartheid. People who have historically lived in food swamps. All right. Make sure that they have access to fresh, healthy, affordable produce. Right. The produce, the fruits, the vegetables are harvested like Tuesday. Right. Like super fresh, super fresh. Some harvested on Wednesday. All right. So grateful, honored. Also today, after the food distribution outside, well, in the community center, we will be going downstairs. 6 p.m. is our weekly grief support group. This is our 3rd year doing it. I am lead facilitator. Vision I had, 10 years ago, like, my community, I need grief support. My community needs grief support. The community as a whole doesn't take advantage of it, right? That's on me to promote more, to do more engagement, right? To get people to understand that, number one, the grief group is happening. Some people don't even know. Haven't put a flyer up in a minute. You have to get a flyer made this weekend, next week, get it up, right? Like, we need to get the flyer up. We need to get the flyer done, flyer made, flyer up, right? If you do flyers, if you know anyone who does graphics and you want to contribute, please do contribute, right? This is community work. This is no payment. We don't get paid for this. There's no funding. The goal is to get funding, right? To get funding so people can get paid, right, for doing their work, right? Because this is work. It's work. It's real work. Helping people process grief, right? Like asking people to do flyer, like that's work. People should be compensated for their work, right? So, but yeah, that's tonight, 6 to 8 p.m. Shout out to Urban Vegan Roots for 3 years. They've been sponsoring us with food. We all know that when you grieve, you get hungry, right? Eating and grief go hand in hand, right? So they sponsor food every single Thursday. Incredible cauliflower bites, some incredible, like ranch tartar sauce type thing. Super good, super good. Like I love those cauliflower bites. I mean, it's one of the best things, like if you ask me, that we could eat, right? And I love putting it on a sandwich. So freaking good, right? But yeah, that's today, 6 to 8 p.m. Grief support group. Come through. It is open for everybody. You don't got to be from Queensbridge. You don't got to be in the neighborhood. You could be in California and be like, yo, I need a grief group. I'm coming to New York. Can I join your grief group? I'm gonna say yes, right? Everybody experiences grief to different degrees, and everybody processes it differently. Grief is not just loss of a loved one. Grief is not just the extreme, deep sadness. Grief is annoyance. Grief is frustration. Grief is when you and your partner couldn't agree on what to eat, right? And it went longer, like that could be grief, right? Grief is your children getting in trouble at school. Grief is your children not doing their chores. Grief is the noise outside could be causing grief, right? Like you might hear the term, some of you are old enough to remember the term good grief. Good grief, right? Goodness gracious, good grief, right? So, but yeah, that's today. Both of these initiatives matter deeply to me and are extremely important, not only to my community, but I think to all people, and specifically again to urban communities around the world. Fresh food, fresh produce, fruits and vegetables, all right? 2 levels for free, and you can purchase at a rate that's much cheaper than your supermarket. And it's fresh. Like it's not coming from California. Stuff is not coming from Florida. It's not coming from the Midwest. It's coming from right here, Northeast, for the most part, right? Some stuff like that may not be here that we may need for certain. We may order from, right? But now that doesn't happen much. KJ, let's read some comments. KJ said, "There's no reason to go back. That's the power of great work. Blessings that we don't see in self." See, we don't self-inspiring because it lets you know someone out there will see your work. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are going to move right along to our 3rd segment. Mona, what's up, baby girl? What's up, baby? What's up, baby? We're going to move right along to our 3rd segment of the day. Today's 3rd segment, tip of the day, just breathe. Tip of the day is just breathe. Just breathe. Just breathe. All right, when things get overwhelming, breathe. When you're hurt, when you're confused, when you're sad, when you're happy, when you're excited, right? Whatever feeling, whatever emotion you are experiencing, remember to breathe. Take a moment to breathe and remember, right? So you want to sit up straight. You want to fill your belly with air, with breath, so you don't want to breathe up into your chest. You want to breathe into your stomach, into your belly, through your nose. You want to hold momentarily, and then you want to breathe out through your nose. Remember to breathe. Breathing is the simple yet powerful tool that we can all use at any time to either fully embrace a moment, to process something we feel, or to build the courage to do something necessary. We can use breathing, simple breathing. We can use it as a tool, right? As a tool, really simple tool. We can use it at any time. At any point, you can breathe. Arguing with somebody, you can breathe. With your spouse, breathe. Your children, breathe. Your parents, breathe. Crazy person on the streets, breathe. The bus is not on time, breathe. The train is making too much noise, breathe. Right? The light is not working crossing the street, breathe. The noise is too loud outside, breathe. Breathing is a tool that we can use at any time, all of the time, wherever we are, whatever is happening, you can breathe. Breathe. All right? You can breathe. Embrace the moment, breathe. Process something that you're feeling, breathe. Build the courage. You need to do something. You're a little afraid. You're a little hesitant. You're a little nervous. Breathe. All right? Breathe. Just breathe. So remember to breathe. Today, tomorrow, the next day. All right? Take a breath right now. If you didn't take one a few moments ago with us, take a breath. This breathing is really magical. Like just in that one breath, like it's like the levels went down and now the noise outside isn't so loud. Tell you, breathing is magical, man. And it's thought, it's believed that if you can control your breath, you can control your life. And if you can control your breath, breathing properly, you can extend your life. Somebody said, why do you think they shot off the Sphinx nose? Because we forgot that they knew, but we forgot the importance of the nose, the nostrils, breath. He said, breath of life. Breath is life. Breath is life. Breath is life. So breathe. All right. And we're going to move right along to our fourth and final segment of the day. He said, good grief, Charlie Brown. Yes. Charlie Brown. Let us move right along to our fourth and final segment, guys, before we get out of here today. Fourth segment, always, or at least for now, until we figure out how to do the game show virtually. If you got any experience with virtual game shows, let me know. Let's chat. Let's talk. If you got some ways, I know that my love and I were talking about like possibly having to send folks the link. Folks could come in, right, to the StreamYard, but again, that will cut out TikTok and Instagram for participating in that way, right? Because you will be on screen. I don't know. We're gonna figure it out. Because it was really fun the other day, right? Like the game show was really fun. I told my children about it. They was like, wow, that's so cool. All right. Especially since it was my son's concept. The game show that we used was my son's idea. All right. It was his tryout when we were going through stuff. Yo, peace and blessings, Sister Mecca. Peace and blessings. What's going on? But our build of the day today is falling and getting back up. Falling and getting back up. If you are alive right now, right? If you're watching the show, you're alive. You probably heard to some degree somebody say, it's not how many times you fall, it's how many times you get up. In some variation, it's not how many times you fall, it's how many times you get back up. I love when Les Brown says, if you get knocked down, try to land on your back, because if you could look up, you can get up. If you could look up, you could get up. I say, even if you land on your face for a flat on your face and bust your, even if that happens, if you could do a push-up, you could get up, bust it up and all. Right, bust it up and all. If you could do a push-up, you could get up, you'll be all right. Right, falling and getting back up. Sometimes, a lot of people don't agree with this, but sometimes you got to beat yourself up a bit. When you know better, when you fell, and it's something that you know better, you knew that pitfall was there, you knew that, it's all right. You got to beat yourself up a little bit, like, and not calling yourself bad names, right? Not saying, oh, you're retarded, or you this, or you that, or you're going to be, no, I'm not going to be on here, sister. You can absolutely please close this out and go to Facebook to watch. Watch on Facebook. Facebook is where I get monetized. Please always watch on Facebook. I do the TikTok for those who are not on Facebook. TikTok gives me random, like, people will can tune in through TikTok. But if you got your phone, you can go on Facebook. Please go on Facebook. Facebook is monetized. Facebook, I can generate some income. Not on TikTok. Instagram can generate some income too, but I don't think regularly. Like, people got to give money. Like Facebook, I can just generate income just based on the content, right? So please stay on. If you got Facebook, you got me on Facebook, please watch on Facebook, right? But got to beat yourself up a little bit. Right? When you know you could have did better, when you know you did something that you weren't supposed to do, you got to check yourself. Like, come on, man, you know you could better. Like, you know you could do better. Like, not saying, oh, you're so, S word, STUPID. I can't say that because TikTok, right? Facebook and Instagram, I can say that, but I can't say that word TikTok. They're going to try to kick me off again, right? But STUPID, right? You don't need to call yourself that. You can say, though, that wasn't the smartest move. That wasn't the best decision, right? Like, for example, like me eating the ice cream and cake last night wasn't the best decision. It was too much of it, right? Like, of course, vegan, right? Somebody's like, I talked to my man yesterday. He was like, yo, we at Ben and Jerry's. He was like, I'm like, they got vegan. Of course they got vegan flavor. I'm not going to be there, right? I'm not going to be there if they don't got vegan options. It's just as simple as that, all right? Yeah, right. Too much of it. Too late and too much of it. Bad decision. Cool, I go to sleep. Good time. 11 something, I fall asleep, right? Get up. It's 3 something. I should get out the bed. But because I ate late, I didn't really rest. Although I slept, my body was still digesting, and it was sugar, right? And now I wake up now, I don't feel as light as I need to be to, but like to jump right into the day. Now I'm tired. Now I'm a little heavier. Now I lay back down. Wake up at 5. Now I wake up at 6. Mad. Falling down, getting back up. Talk to myself, Ray, you got to do better. You know better, because now you got mad stuff to do. Now it's too close to the time. Now you don't get a workout in for the day, right? Well, I'm going to work out after the show, but you don't get a morning workout in, which you're supposed to, because you got things to do. But now you got to work out after the show. That cuts into this. I got articles to write. I got to get ready for the food distribution. I got events to plan. I got speeches to write. Like, I got mad stuff to do. Go to sleep. Stop eating late, right? When you wake up, you get up. You don't just wake up and lay in the bed. Get out the bed. Get up, right? Like, it's beating yourself. Come on, get up. I'm not name calling myself. I'm not doing that. I'm not disrespecting myself. I'm not degrading myself. I'm not putting myself down. I'm just saying to myself, I could do better. I'm reminding myself that I could do better. I have the tools, the resources, the power. I know what I need to do. If I have a tough time in the morning, don't eat at night. Right, I should be eating at night. Period. I shouldn't be eating when the sun goes down. Right, if I do eat when the sun goes down, it should be some fruit. It should be something like light. Right, it should be, if anything. All right, I know this stuff. Can't just say I know that all too well. Self-criticism, powerful growth. Absolutely, you got to be your biggest critic, and you got to G-check yourself. You don't wait for a coach. Don't wait for a partner to check you. You G-check yourself. Do better. Push yourself. Check yourself. Right, like go in the corner and be like, yo. Get it together. Right, so falling down, getting back up, right, beating yourself up, that's me right now, right, that's me right now. So I'm just disappointed in myself, and it's okay to be disappointed in yourself a little bit. It's okay to be disappointed in yourself. However, in that small disappointment, you remind yourself of how great you are. You remind yourself that, okay, I don't feel so great right now, but I've been here before, right? I've felt low before. I haven't stayed true to what I said before, but now let's get it back on track. Right, and then you just get it back on track. You just reshape, you just refocus, you just recommit, right? Like, there's no need to stay stuck. There's no need to stay just okay, you messed up. You didn't do what you're supposed to do. Did something that you wasn't supposed to do. Cool. Get it together. But with that, guys, that's the show. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for tuning in. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Please do join us right back here tomorrow. Same time, same place, 9 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. right here from these networks, right here from these platforms. I'm your boy, LaShawn Sugar Marston. We're tuned into episode 302 of SR Daily. We're rolling right along. Join us right back here tomorrow, Friday, February 14th, Valentine's Day. Tomorrow is Friday, February 14th, Valentine's Day. It's gonna be a beautiful day. All right, join us here tomorrow, episode 303, closing out week 61. And yeah, that's it. As always, it ain't getting knocked down. That's the problem. It's staying down. So get up. The power is in you. As always, be kind to yourself and be kind to each other. As my love said, check yourself before you wreck yourself. That's a fact. I almost had the rest of the bar, but no, it's a little crazy. Be great and make it a great one. Absolutely. I love you guys. I'll holler at you guys tomorrow. Peace and love.